Well, tonight we continue bringing you the journey of a Pennsylvania National Guard soldier who is making a huge sacrifice to show servicemen and women who came before her how important they are.
She's donating the majority of her liver to a Vietnam veteran anonymously. Once again, here's Healey.
I wanted to specify that it was a Vietnam veteran, but I didn't want to do any other kind of specifications other than that. I didn't want to say, well, I want one that, didn't damage his liver from alcohol or something like that, because I don't want to judge this person. I don't want to play God and decide who gets it. I want God to play God so that whoever was supposed to get this is going to get it.
Giving the gift of life isn't easy. Maybe it's not supposed to be. But when you've been to war twice.
I eventually fell back asleep praying I wouldn't be hit and that I'd wake up again in the morning.
You've experienced the physical pain.
It's over 120 degrees. I'm so dirty.
And the emotional stress.
I did right. I cried more on the first day I got home than I did the entire time I was away at war.
Sometimes you actually end up missing it and feel like you need to do more. That's why you see those proud groups of veterans at military homecomings. And in rare cases, when you meet people like this Pennsylvania Guard soldier.
It'll be something that, just like my deployments, that I can look back on and say, I did that.
She's donating a massive portion of liver to a random veteran who's in desperate need.
Without liver transplantation, there is no way that we can save any patient.
Dr. Sukru Emery is the director of transplantation at Yale-New Hospital, one of the only places on the East Coast that performs altruistic donations.
While I'm cutting the donor skin, I always have goosebumps because we are operating on a healthy individual.
It's a transplant from a living donor with absolutely no relation to the person getting it. Dr. Emery's definition of a good Samaritan.
We call them our heroes, and they have a very special place in our hearts. So we try to, accommodate whatever their wishes.
In this case, she doesn't need or even want to meet the recipient, but she's allowing us to follow along as she enters into a 7-hour surgery.
Yeah, there are some risks, but and I am really scared, but I'm at peace at the same time.
If all goes well, her liver will fully regenerate, but she'll be in a lot of pain. A selfless gesture with real-life consequences.
Do you think what you're doing is crazy?
A lot of people think I'm crazy. And no, I think I am a little crazy, but not about this. I think that this is something that, I think it's an honorable thing to do, and it's almost an obligation.
All right, obviously what she is doing is not easy, and planning for it wasn't either. As you saw, she had to travel 3 states just to find a hospital and a doctor who would do this. If you are interested in learning more, we have additional clips on our website, abc27.com. And then coming up tomorrow, guys, at 11, we bring you inside the operating room. We will also bring you the message she received before she went under from that recipient, that veteran she will never meet.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this just gives you a little bit of an idea of the bond these service people obviously feel. They didn't even serve in the same wars.
Right.
And what she's willing to do.
And in part 3, we hear from her best friend who served with her in Iraq in her first deployment. She was with her throughout the surgery, took care of her afterwards, and she had some really emotional words for us too.
Tomorrow night at 11.
Stay tuned.
Thank you, Megan.
Thanks, Megan.